This is Rockin' with J-Man is with Failure by Proxy. So how you doing, guys?
Great.
How's life
Fantastic.
treating you guys?
Well, we can't complain too much. I'd say things are trucking along, so we're doing well.
So congratulations on Devil's Got a New Friend.
Thank you very much. Very happy that's finally released.
Yeah.
We worked for a while and very happy out there now for everyone to hear.
So how and why did the Devil get a new friend?
Who wants to take that one?
Well, our new singer, Elk, he had mentioned something about, it's like the shadow. There's always somebody with you, somebody behind you, and if I'm remembering correctly, it's basically you choose your path, and by saying Devil's got a new friend, it's open for interpretation. Like you can take it or leave it, and not saying we're like Satanists or anything, nothing like that. It's kind of it's thought provoking, is what Elk would tell you.
Yeah, it's like the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other one, trying to get you to go one way or the other type thing.
Ever dance with the devil in the pale moon night?
Always asked out of all my prey.
So what's up with the video? Is that recorded on an iPhone 7?
No, it was recorded on a XC15 Canon. Well, actually, no, it was all XC15.
Oh, were those Bud's Light you guys were drinking? Bud Light?
We're not talking about any of that.
It was Michelob Ultra, but it's all the same family.
You want the opposite of Kids Rock.
Right? Coors Light.
If it's I think Kid Rock kind of just does his own thing anyways, right? He's all by himself. He's his own thing.
It is with the Bud Light.
Oh! I've seen you guys have all nicknames. Do you guys come up with them yourselves?
No, kind of they all kind of came organically. If you know Spaz, then you'll understand. It makes perfect sense. This is Spaz. Mine came about early on. My first name is Anthony, and I never go by Tony. And it was just one of those nicknames that got adopted younger, and it just stuck for a long time. So then Cash can tell about his.
I actually picked up my name in high school, and it wasn't even related to music. It was in sports, and then I just adopted it with music endeavors that I was doing, and that's been it for me.
I never knew that. That's pretty funny. And I've known you a long time, dude.
Gemini nickname.
What did you think of Ant-Man 3?
I haven't watched it. I had my nickname for years and years before the movie even came out, and I haven't seen that one. I like the first one. The second one's okay, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I think about it. It's still my, I know this was a comic book years and years ago, but it was nothing until the movie came out. Now I don't know if I'm just being defiant about
it. They're trying to cancel the dude who played Kang. The main villain.
Who is the main villain?
Kang.
An Ant-Man?
Yeah, an Ant-Man. The guy actually beat up his wife. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or he strangled a woman or something.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah.
We don't dabble into politics though, or stuff like that. I mean, to us, it's like, of course, we don't hit women or abuse women, or really, we don't hit anybody for that matter, unless we got to defend ourselves. But stuff like that, to us, it's like whatever you do is your business. And the whole cancel culture it's cautious, especially as a band. We have to watch every little thing we say. Because the slightest hiccup or something taking out of context could destroy our band. So we definitely steer clear of stuff like that.
Yeah, cancel culture really is scary because if you really do say anything close to that, you guys can't get canceled. It's sad. Did you guys see the new Evil Dead movie?
No,
No.
I did not.
Not yet, but I definitely want to. It looks sick.
It's
I heard it's
oh my
good.
god, it's a really good movie. It's one of the best horror movies I've seen in a good while. It's actually
Really?
really good. Yeah,
I will have,
I'm
it's
trying to think because I'm old. I've seen one that was it was updated. I saw it like last year streaming. I don't know if that was it, but I'll have to check it out then for sure.
You got
I
to
love horror
remember
movies.
as you get older, you get a lot more responsibilities, and then you get stuck having no time to do anything. Like you can't enjoy something. Like, if you just get back into music stuff and do that all the time, you can enjoy life a little bit better. So that's the goal. Really, that's the goal. So we can answer this question easier and be like, oh yeah, I totally saw that movie. That was awesome.
I mean, if you ask Married with Children, I watch that thing like every day.
You gotta go back years.
So is this just a single, or do you guys actually have an album coming out?
we're working on an EP right now. It would be our second EP. So we have a bunch more songs being mastered and mixed right now that we've recorded.
Yeah, we're about 7 songs in. Probably about 10 or 11, I think total is what we're gonna shoot for, but we got about 7 of them that's pretty solidified. They're just in the final touches in the studio right now.
So whether we're going to release a CD or release an EP, it's still up in the air right now.
Yeah.
So how we're going to do that.
Yeah, we're looking to see how the singles taken, because I mean, obviously COVID, and then we had a pretty horrible experience ourselves, and that set us back way, I mean, obviously way back, because we just got the new singer. So we've got, I believe what they were saying, 7 to 8 songs like in pocket. We work with Nick Miller from Skylit Drive, and most of our stuff is already done. We're just waiting on the backing tracks and all the accompaniments and effects for it.
I mean, you gotta do what you can do in this kind of metal scene.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Do you prefer seeing singles released from bands, or would you rather have something like an album in your hands, or a CD in your hands, or you know what I mean? Like that's it everybody's different. Like they what do you like?
Like, what I like is sometimes I would like an album because I get more music from the singer, but sometimes I also like a good single that just stays like its own kind of thing.
Yeah. It's hard, man. That decision is very hard, because you got 5 different guys in a band. We all have different thoughts and different ideas, and I mean, we always come together with, one of us may disagree with the whole decision, but we do come together, and it's like we always do what's better for the band. But moreover, we want to give the fans what they want, and sometimes in certain areas, maybe on the East Coast, they like hard copies of CDs, whereas on the West Coast they may only like digital. So it's hard. I mean, if we release an EP, obviously it's going to go digital too. It's going to be on streaming platforms. But again, with as many songs as we have, we're like single every 6 weeks, every 2 months, or should we just put out the EP? It's hard, because you might, by doing that, you might lose people. You know what I mean? Fans, whatever I'm referring to.
I mean, what I mean is, I don't think there is gonna be a classic rock kind of following when everyone is in their late 60s and early 70s to this kind of show.
True. I mean, the 40s like the new 20, I hope.
We're gonna keep changing that benchmark. So yeah, that's our plan. Then we're going with that. 40 is the new 29.
I think the oldest metal dude is like Chris Barnes, and he's pushing 60.
I'm not gonna tell you how old our bass player is. He's pushing.
Nowhere near 60. Thank you very much.
You're never too old to ride.
Yeah, man, we're all sitting back and thinking, dude, how far away am I from that number right now? It's getting closer and closer.
And we definitely bag on each other for age. Believe me. I remember when I was in another band years ago, and our singer was 40, and I was just like, damn, dude, how am I in a band with a 40-year-old? I'm 20.
We bag on each other for everything.
Did you know that his brother was a famous lawyer?
No, did not.
He died in a plane crash during the pandemic. He tried to learn to be a pilot.
Really?
So
I did not know that.
are you Googling it right now or what?
Yep.
Got to confirm that.
I just didn't know that.
What is the craziest thing that you remember about the lockdown?
Just going out in your car and not seeing any traffic at all. Just freeways that are usually just stuffed full of cars. And all of a sudden there's just like no one. That was one of the weirdest things that I remember from the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just no one out and about. Just empty like ghost town when it first started.
Like some sort of apocalyptic movie.
Yeah,
right?
it was like a movie set.
Like what's happening? Was the zombies gonna start coming out? I don't know. It's just really strange. Really weird.
It was funny because we did a live stream and we were so afraid we were gonna get busted by the cops and they're gonna be like, "You don't have your masks on," and
No.
you can't be associated with people.
I know. We were spread out too, but it was like, oh, someone gonna take a measurement, or did we have anybody in the crowd, or was it our setting, stuff like that?
And it was funny because one of our stagehands at the time, he was there and he kept talking in between songs. We're like, "Shut up! You're not supposed to be here."
Yeah, because right when the pandemic hit, we had a show scheduled, and then all of a sudden everything shut down. We're like, what are we going to do? So that's when we came up with the idea to do the live stream of the show and how we were going to do that, where, what kind of sound we're going to have, what it sounds like streaming, all that stuff. That was all new to us.
Turned out good though.
Yeah.
What do you think
Know how to
about
do that.
what do you think about AI?
Huh.
It's
Well-
cool, but it's scary at the same time at how far it can go, what
I mean,
it can become.
I would say it depends on in the realm of music. I'm not a big fan. I think as it pertains to music, it's taking away the creativity and the art from the actual person, because it's emotions that usually comes out in the music, right? Somebody is feeling a certain way and they know how to convey it into a musical sense. That emotion is going to be totally wiped out. And in other elements, with computer technology, IT stuff, whatever, I think it's fantastic. I think it's awesome. But in the creative world and artistic sense, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan.
But if you notice, they're pushing it pretty hard. I mean, as a recording engineer myself, I saw an ad that was saying, "Hey, do you consider AI cheating?" Well, back in the days of all analog stuff, digital audio workstations or DAWs, that was kind of considered cheating when it transferred over. However, there was a night, because I like to write lyrics and sometimes mine don't make any sense. I went to Chat GPT and I told it what I wanted the song about. I sent it to the guys and they're like, "Wow, that's really good." I'm all, "Bro, that wasn't even me. That was AI." I think it could be a good tool, like especially as a drummer, or if I'm recording a band and I need a certain like a rhythm or a beat or something, you can actually ask it to help write something. But I mean, if you're going to write a whole song AI wise, and I mean, why don't we just use Snoop Dogg's voice for our music then? I mean, because you can do it in the stylist or the style in style of this person or this person. I mean, hell, next thing you know, we could have, Randy Blythe from Lamb of God on our track, and he's like, "Wait, I never did anything like that," but there it is.
Do we have to pay him royalties then if that's the case?
Imagine likeness. I bet you we would.
What do you think about ticket prices getting super high for a lot of bands?
I'll answer this one because one thing, especially with us for locals, we like to go out to a lot of shows, as many as we can. And right before the pandemic, the prices were pretty cheap. Now, when you're talking about your triple platinum, like we had a venue, tickets are $800 a piece. Yeah, no, man, I would love to go see this band, but I've probably seen them 14 times, and no, I'm not going to. If the band was getting the money, then that's a different subject. You're there to support the artist, but there's money to be made in all avenues of the business. And I think the price gouging, or I forgot what the term is now, but it's like the right pricing or the set pricing. again, it depends on the venue. If you're playing like at an amphitheater, yeah, the prices are going to skyrocket, depending on the location, especially here in Sacramento at what is it, Golden One. That one's, those tickets are pretty high, but you could go to Oakland and it might be $200 cheaper. You know, it's I'm not going to pay a mortgage payment to go see a concert.
Yeah.
I'd rather just watch it on YouTube.
What is your favorite memory from playing a show?
I don't know if it's any one specific one. I think it's just a matter of the interaction. I think one of the best feelings is when you're out on stage and either the crowd is feeling the music or even singing back the songs. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
That's just so amazing. So I guess that's always just my favorite moment is having the bands know the songs or their air guitaring or their air drumming because they know the rhythm side of it. I think that's probably one of the most amazing feelings from an artist standpoint, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, looking out there when I'm not singing because I'm background vocals, but when the lead vocalist is singing, I like mouth the words while I'm playing, and to look out in the crowd and look at someone doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. I mean, that's a good feeling knowing that, you know, your music is connected to people,
Yeah,
and that they like it enough to memorize the words and all that stuff. So yeah, that's really cool.
We had a memorable moment when we were on stage and a certain fan came up on stage and unplugged my SPDSX on accident. So we lost our we lost our click track. We lost our backing tracks. It was funny at the time, but then you're like, oh man, we could have had it could have been pretty bad for the rest of the show.
And what is your worst memory from playing a show?
now that you say that, it's wowie wow wow.
Oh,
wow,
man.
wow.
God, they're never gonna let me live this down.
Oh,
Go ahead, Ed. Tell them, or Chris,
Oh.
tell them all, or Chuck, tell them all about it.
if you don't, all right, now, do you know who Christopher Walken is?
Yes,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Wow, more
Yeah.
cowbell.
We took a sample of his voice and we were doing a just fun show off the radar kind of thing. And we programmed it in his MIDI sampler.
We decided to do it on the way back from NAMM.
Yeah. So it was Christopher Walken's voice saying, wow, wowie, wow, wow, some movie like that. And he forgot to take it off of the MIDI sampler. So when we were playing with POD, is it the POD
It was
show?
a big show too.
POD, right?
No. It was that was the Buck Cherry.
Buck Cherry. That was Buck Cherry.
We're opening for Buck Cherry, and he's hitting the drums, and he hits the sample MIDI pad. It triggers that sound effect in the middle of a song, completely random, and we're jamming out, and all of a sudden, all of us, I think, all three of us,
Kind of looking around.
Everybody looks back.
we're looking at it like, what in the hell is that noise? And you just keep hearing this wowie, wow, wow, like 3 or 4 times in a row.
It was because the sample pad was getting triggered from the vibration of my kit, because I had the because I'm a big 808 guy. I got David Silverius custom 808s on my kit, and it was a funny joke because we were going to use it at the very end of the show. So oh my God, if you could just see the guys, they look back at me and I'm just like, shit. And so then I go to turn it off and it does it again.
Yeah.
But everybody thought it was the sound guy messing with us.
Yeah. That was luckily I think it was like their last song or the second to last.
No, I think it was second to last.
Sure, the last. Goodness.
No, it was the last song because that's why it came on.
Yeah.
It just triggered early.
So that was good. That was a great way to end that.
How do my followers follow you?
We don't really have that many followers because I don't even know why. You want to take that one, Chuck? It's a weird,
it's we have a couple thousand followers that we know of. I would say we're probably in the 5,000 range, I think. And the reason that is because in the 4 to 5 years of existence that we've been in, we're on our third singer for a number of different reasons, but unfortunately it's kind of like our third version of the band in about 4.5 years. So we've kind of, for lack of a better term, been flirting with the right combination. Now we've got it. So let's make some music and get going.
Okay, fun question time. You're on death row and it's time for a final meal. What's on the menu?
Steak.
Steak?
Yeah, probably a filet mignon and
Yeah,
lobster.
that's it, yeah.
Called surf and turf.
You sure you don't want me
Yeah,
to cook
right.
it for you?
That's good too. Now it's baskets
Beef
pretty
Wellington,
well.
something like that.
Oh, that's good too.
What about the beef Wellingtons that we cooked?
That's
what
what
I
you
just
just
said.
said.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Beef
Mine would
I don't
actually
know.
be
Hold on.
mine would be ahi pokey.
If it's
Oh,
last
yeah.
meal, I got to switch that up. I want my mom's chicken and dumplings.
Final answer?
Sure.
Final answer.
What would yours?
Yeah. What are you eating?
Oh, I'm probably just having like chicken wings and pizza.
That's always good.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Classic.
But also
Chicken
want some
wings.
ice cream though too.
I can see you being a chicken wing fan.
Well, yeah, I live in Buffalo, so
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, Buffalo.
here we go.
What's your favorite football team?
the Bills.
Oh, it can't be that.
The Bills, that's all right.
The Patriots. Oh no. Okay, so you could have any superpower. What would you choose?
Personally, man, I'd like to be able to fly.
I think I'd be a mind reader.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think I'm kind of with you on that one.
Yeah.
Probably invisibility or flight.
All right, let's say you can choose any song ever written by any band and you can change that song to where you were the one who wrote it and it was your song. What song would it be and why?
Yeah.
Mine would be Corn Blind, of course. That's one of my favorite songs from them.
I'd either have to probably say
Man, I have to think about it.
Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. I think that album just changed everything. Or probably Van Halen's Right Now. It's one of my favorites.
All right, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, man. Well, you guys, and I hope to see you at one of your backstages at one of your shows.
Hey, brother, if we ever make it up that way, absolutely, man. We followed you from our band page on YouTube. Just hit us up on Facebook, whatever. Yeah, let's stay in contact because what you're doing is really badass, dude. And that's awesome that you've taken an interest. And like I said, you've gotten some pretty big people on this show, and that's awesome, dude. I know what you're 12.
Yeah.
Do you play any instruments yourself?
Yeah, I used to play the drums.
You used to, or you still do?
I
He
still
graduated into something better.
Hey, brother, but hit us up, man. We'll give you an autographed shirt if you want something like that.
Thanks. I really
Awesome, brother. Dude, we appreciate this
For
so
having
much.
us,
It's
man.
been a pleasure speaking with you guys.
Awesome.
Likewise, man.
All right, buddy.
You take
Can I
care,
see
man.
your cat real quick? Can I see your cat?
Get the cats, Baz.
Those are the little
stubby
tiny
leg,
the
yeah.
stubby
Oh,
leg.
you talking about the Munchkin? Hold on.
I've seen it just kept walking by.
Oh, that's Pumpkin, but I'll show you the other one. Hold on.
He's got multiple cats.
How many?
Like 3.
Yeah.
Just got-
This is what they call a Munchkin. He's got like speaking
Little
of chicken
tiny
wings, look how
little-
long his leg is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Like-
basically it's like my weenie dog,
Uh-huh.
my tank. So they have like they call him lowrider cats. So their hind legs are normal and their front legs are like stubs. So I got 2 of those, and then I got a Maine Coon that's just lazy.
All right, it's been a pleasure speaking with you guys. You guys have a nice night.
You too,
Bye,
brother.
you
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Later, man.